Look closely at this battle brother. Look at his nose. Look at it. Big, small. Big, small. Big, small. Big. Big nose, small nose.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to imitate his nose. Look at it! I've never noticed that until today.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Look at his nose!
Oh, this.
Look.
Yes, Kibs. Humans breathe.
Yeah, but that's big.
Although I gotta make an unpopular opinion. I kind of.
That's a big nose.
Yeah.
Alright, now that I've established how big his nose is, let's get into the Space Marine game!
Yeah, I still think that game was fun.
What game?
This.
No.
Or to play it on hard. Normal is piss easy in this.
No, and we will play it on easy, turno mode. Just
I mean, wouldn't be the first time you play in turno mode.
I think the only thing that sucks about hard in this mode is that when you fight Chaos Space Marines, they're just fucking annoying.
I played the game first time on the Xbox. And I was having such a hard time. Then I played on PC and I don't know why, but this is piss easy on PC because you can actually aim.
Oh my god, it's yellow, just roll.
So, Kibs, what do you think? How is Space Marine 2 gonna turn out?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't really have any opinion on it because I've not been following it. I'm skeptical, but I do not like the Primaris Space Marines just because I find them visually
boring.
They're boring. Like the problem with Primaris Space Marines is they're not cool looking. They don't look as cool as the original Marines.
Also, considering what we've seen about the rider for that one, I do expect the story. Well, in this game, the story may be relatively standard, but it's a serviceable story. And the new one, the story is probably going to be the top.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking honestly, like this game is highly, like, it was underrated for its time. It's overrated after its time. It's like, it's a fun game. It's a fun game, but it's not a great game. It's a okay game, and it scratches the itch of being a Space Marine acceptably well.
Yep. This game does spoil this pretty well.
Yep. There's a lot of things like this game could have used a lot more work, in my opinion. A lot more love and a lot more content, but it didn't get it.
And for the story is typical. Oh, we have a Xenon base. No way, there was chaos all along.
Yeah, well, that's Warhammer in general. The story's always been kind of pretty atypical.
That is the big problem I have with, especially with Relic games, because no, we need Chaos Space Marines. No, just give us something that isn't Orcs or Chaos Space Marines. Because it's always one of those. Maybe humans, but
Relic
there are so many
really
factions.
likes space or Orcs.
This is the one thing I give Space Marine 2. At least everyone's gonna have Tyranids. That is gonna be potentially interesting. And this is also why I like the Sapphire's Cane books, because the Sapphire's Cane books don't have constantly chaos. You have a lot of the more minor factions with enemy, like Tower and stuff, which is rather interesting. The one book, because it's about the Tau and how they actually have diplomacy, while basically got to stand off with the Tau.
You're rambling again, Fairbairn. It's better than the Fallen Order? Oh, Jesus Christ, don't even compare this game to that. This game's actually fucking good.
And this, at least you hit
All
someone
I'm saying is that this game, the game retroactively, I think, has reached a point where it's often overly praised, despite having a lot of shortcomings. Oh, it's a little quiet when you turn that son of a bitch up.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Fortunately, this game, when you pause it, it doesn't actually skip the cutscene. A lot of games do that.
I mean, in terms of writing, bless you. In terms of writing, this one's also alright. This is not chapter master, the captain of this company, and he is jumping in there with two other guys. I just no.
Yeah, no, that's a bit dumb. Like
it would make.
It's just like two other Space Marine companions. Like one thing that I didn't like about this game was it's too much of you're just alone half the time, and your companions is just two companions. The problem is this game came out in an era where it was released for the Xbox 360 and that era of technology, so it's limited. I wish the battles were huge. are big. Like there was like tons of like allied space marines or guardsmen fighting like waves of orcs on a large battlefield, rather than it being like a tiny action set piece. It's still a fun game, but I'm hoping that Space Marine 2 takes advantage of modern hardware and software and gives us big battles. Because I saw some of the trailers have like tons of little guardsmen running around, and I'm hoping that that's not just promo material. I'm hoping they're actually lots of little allied NPCs. Because one thing that would be super awesome is imagine a Space Marine game where you go around, you see little guardsmen, they're fighting, but they're clearly outmatched, and you fucking show up as an angel of death for the Emperor, right? And you come in and you save the day.
Considering you're the captain, you could also have the thing that you charge first, and then you just have your guys following you because you literally lead the charge, which would be very fitting.
I would like to see like a cool, epic Space Marine like charge into battle.
Yeah. But you know what? Fuck, it could even start with you start playing as a guardsman, getting absolutely trashed because you're just struggling fighting with those things, and then you switch to the Space Marine and you just wipe the floor with them, but just to hammer down how much outclassed a normal human would be.
Fucking Gretchens! Oh, I hate Gretchens! They're green, they're small, curb stomp Gretchens! Put Gretchens in a blender!
Gretchens are literally just pick up. Just pick up.
But yeah, this game, if you haven't played it, if you've not bought it, you should buy it. I'd recommend waiting for a sale because, you know, multiplayer's not alive, but we will do a multiplayer thing a little bit of this as well. Because I've beaten this game before, and honestly, I think that the game falls off in the later end of the game, but when you're fighting orcs, it feels pretty good. The chaos, I just didn't feel were very good, executed well. But, like, the orcs are really well done. Also just, I don't know, fighting the chaos dudes is just annoying. Fighting the orcs is fun.
The biggest gripe I had with that game is that to restore health, you're going to kill animation, and the kill animation you're not invulnerable and constantly get attacked.
Boom. Rah. Rage Marines. Shut up. I don't have to play like Dynasty Warriors, because Dynasty Warriors is arcade. It's a weird style game. Like, I want it to be its own thing. I don't want a Dynasty Warriors game. I want a 40k big battle game. What Eternal Crusade was promising to be, but failed to be.
Yeah, it is weird that we never get these kinds of games, because Games Workshop seems to be very or the people that make games for this seem to be very weird with what they want to make in other games. Otherwise, say Games Workshop doesn't give their license. No, Games Workshop gives you license for literally everything.
They'll give it to anybody, and that's the problem.
Yep.
That's why you get such low quality content.
Yeah, but apparently people that actually would have interest in making an interesting good game are not many. But good game is a little bit harsh, but...
Uh-oh, Kimbo's gonna die! Kimbo's gonna die! No!
Remember Kibs executions to restore health.
I don't remember how to do that.
B? I don't know, I
it's
think
a
with
keyboard.
the controller? Okay.
Wait, I don't understand.
When he's lighting up, then you can do the...
E.
Yeah, now you can.
Spice Marines!
And I think the Gretchen...
Oh god, I'm almost dead.
I think the Gretchen you can always execute, because they're so weak they don't even need to get into that state.
I don't think you can execute Gretchens.
I'm pretty sure
I want a Battlefront style 40k game. Yeah, basically a Battlefront or Battlefield style game. That would be cool.
Something where you're gonna play as an Imperial could also be interesting.
Well, the thing is, how they should do it is each faction, it should be balanced differently. So Space Marines, there are fewer of them. Orcs, there are more of them, just like Guardsmen. Like, you have high player count things, because otherwise they're under the same problem Battlefront 2 had, where the super battle droids were fucking awful.
Yeah, Eternal Crusade wanted to do that, but they fucked it up big time.
The Eternal Crusade had a lot of problems. I played a lot of that game, and it sucked ass. Because apparently Bolt Gun is the continuation of a Space Marine. Go figure. That's pretty badass.
I believe that when I see it.
No, that's what they said. The story. I could believe that.
Oh, really? Did the developers say that?
Yeah, apparently. I think I heard that too. Yeah, we were playing Bolt Gun. As soon as it comes out.
I was about to say, dude, you're not playing it right now, but you are gonna.
Bolt gun looks good. I saw the game, at least from the gameplay trailers I've seen. Like, it looks polished.
Nice pixel graphics is something you shouldn't sneeze on just because of pixel.
Well, honestly, I think the retro graphics look better.
I take a well-drawn sprite over a shitty 3D model every day.
Well, I just think it looks better in general, stylistically speaking. Better than 3D models. Because visually, it's more appealing to me. 3D models, there isn't that much special about them. Like, other than like a 3D model's craftsmanship, but whenever I see a 3D model animated, all I do is I notice the fact that like different bits of armor clip through other pieces. And then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, especially with those pauldrons, they're gonna be a bitch to animate, because they're so big. Look at them.
I mean, this looks good. It looks bulky. It looks chunky.
Yeah.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive. Much less still.
If your run animation also looks very heavy.
I will meet you there.
I will meet you there, Battle Buckets.
I mean, look,
Battle
this
buckets,
looks like.
battles?
I think that is a sufficiently heavy-looking running animation. Printing specifically. Try to grab one of them with your execution because I want to see if I remember that one right.
I don't think you can. I don't think you get an execution for the Gretchens.
Evacuate in orderly fashion. Public disturbances
Yeah, no, they don't.
No.
I can literally run into them. And they die.
Lol. Oh, that is sad. Although one thing with the Imperials in this, they could have probably done a little bit more and give them at least some kind of unique color palette.
Well, the one thing I didn't like is like some of the level design. Like, why the fuck don't we have our bolter already? Why did I have to go here to get it? Like, I should have spawned like the bolter. It's a bolter. We should have the bolter right away. We should.
That's the thing, Kibs. You're a captain. Usually don't use bolters.
You know, that's lame. Give me a bolter.
You have one.
Yeah, now I do.
I do like the laser cannon in this because if you hit an enemy with it, they literally just evaporate. They don't even die. They're just gone.
Yeah, the screen shake in this case actually helps. It conveys mass.
Yep. Tactical screen shake.
Bruh. Space Marines attack!
They got no way out.
Bruh.
Right into noggin. I think you can do headshots with this thing as well.
I don't want to crouch.
See?
Nope.
Maybe you can crouch. Keep Space Marine, no crouch.
One thing that triggers me is the fact that we're not wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
I've always hated that.
It's like in Gears of War, when the one guy that wears a helmet always dies. I think they actually did that one on purpose, but...
Well, in the Gears of War universe, they do explain the fact the reason why the helmets are bad is because the sights are awful.
Yeah, that at least they made it. Okay,
they address it narratively by saying that it doesn't even protect. Like, they're so poorly designed.
They're purely designed. You have a higher chance of surviving because you actually see the enemy coming than the small protection against shrapnel.
Yep. And so that's better to me because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
narratively that explains why they don't use it and why any of the veterans don't use it and only like the rookies do.
Yep, that does make sense. In this game though, because we know the helmet does, the helmet literally aids you with aim.
Yes. And so here, the helmets are actually useful, so they should be wearing it.
It is a thing where in this game, in a game like this, I can say, okay, it's rule of, I guess rule of cool, it's not the right, but I can accept it in a game like this because, okay, fine, it's Warhammer, it's not supposed to be taken super realistically, but...
Yeah, BBTD has been a member for 11 months and says, I would take a playable demo of Kibs game over emptiness any day. Yay! I mean, that's something, right? Is that rock bottom? I'm not sure. This game is pretty fun. Captain usually have a bolt pistol and a chainsword. Yeah, but I got a fucking knife.
No, bolt pistol and chainsword is the sergeant. The captain tends to usually have at least a power weapon.
Your days as a novice are behind you.
Because remember, captain, that is the guy that's lording over one of 10 chapters. They only have 10 in each chapter.
We all
Unless you're Space Wolf or Black Templar, then you have a lot more. Because Codex Exardus is for chumps.
Codex Astartes is for losers. Yes.
It's a guideline. It's a guideline book. It's good, but if you turn it into dogma, which is actually part of the story in this game.
The issue is it's become a dogma.
Yep. I think didn't they? Because I don't know about the Gathering Storm, but didn't they actually? That's what it said. Yeah, didn't they actually acknowledge that? Because I know Gilliman wrote this thing. He probably had something to say. Then again, that isn't the Modern Warhammer lore. I can't blame anyone for not knowing that.
I don't even want to know what Modern Warhammer lore is about.
I think not. I was gonna go on a limb, and that is just me making a guess here. I wouldn't even be surprised if March doesn't know that, because that stuff is just written in a way that's just so unappealing.
I want to know how.
We're in the trench line. Guard bros. No.
See, that is another thing. If you knight motorcyclist, my famous helmet would not be the same as others. You know, if you really want to go out and give your character to stand out, give them a unique helmet. That is fine. Give them one of those Roman Centurion plumes, because that is something the Ultramarines do have. So, and if you want them to take the helmet off during cutscenes, you can explain that one as well. Didn't the first Mass Effect have an option for you to wear the helmet or not to wear the helmet?
Oh yes.
Yep. But when applicable, when you were in space, it would override the decision. But
Well, yeah, you'd be fucking dead.
Yep. But this is something I think that's good, because it gives
Player
you the option.
customization for wearing or not wearing a helmet would be nice.
Yeah.
Also, I've never liked the guardsman helmets. I'm gonna say that right now. I've always thought they look stupid.
You mean the Canadian Guardsman helmets?
Yes.
Why? Because they're so. The thing is on the side.
They look dumb.
I mean, they are gonna protect you well, though.
They look dumb.
Follow the trench network to the
They don't look cool.
Carry on, Guardsman.
Like the flak jacket they wear is fine.
Yeah, I don't.
It's basic, but it works.
Yeah, I'm so on the helmet. I don't hate it, but I'm not a particular fan on it. And take a look at the flak jacket, just because we're. I mean, I have the models, but I want to see how this. I mean, the uniform so far looks decent. Do they have the thing on the legs?
I just don't like the helmets. I think they look silly.
You know, I can see why you don't like them, but
They've got the little square chonkies on them, and the square chonkies make me hate them.
honestly, I think the body armor does look nice, because it does. I can assume that gives some decent protection. I probably would want to give something on the legs as well, though. Like those little braces footballers wear on the legs.
Oh, humanity! Oh. Victor's like, they are cool.
Captain,
No, I disagree. There's Warhammer helmets that do look cool, but I think the Canadian Guardsmen have dumb helmets.
Andrew Schmidt says, I think the helmet looks better with a rebreather. Yeah,
Yeah,
then
the
it looks more
rebreather,
like
yes, I will say that. If you give them the rebreather mask, then it looks okay. Without it, they look stupid.
I think this is the reason why it looks so, because the helmet is designed to be modular, so you can actually plug in the rebreather, so it needs to be.
I see you found something to keep you busy.
Yeah.
Worry not, Captain.
Also, Alan Zakif, Tau Battlesuit game ? That could be interesting. You're very mobile, but
Orcs have got that gun well
it's probably
within
something the
themselves.
Gundam players would enjoy.
But typical Orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
The Orc War bosses are gonna
Commissar
break.
Zar says, I'm pretty sure those square communication stuff, yes, but it could also be extra padding in case you get hit from the side.
No, they are
so
comms, I'm pretty sure. From the books I read.
Yeah.
I just think they look silly.
Yeah.
Like, if you like it, there's nothing wrong with liking it. I just don't.
No, it's a taste thing. It's
Yeah,
not like
that's
with the...
literally what I just said, Faber!
Yeah. No, I was just reiterating.
That's I've never had any other opinion other than that. I just think visually I think it looks silly.
Meanwhile, the new helmets and the new models, they just look... It's not even that they look so different.
I
it's
got a
just-
chainsaw.
Oh. I know I said this a lot, maybe not on streams, but those new models just feel weird. Because Warhammer is trying to be realistic. Because Kibs, isn't realism the first thing you think of when you think of Warhammer?
No. 40k is not realistic in the slightest. It's a hyper fantasy universe. But
Which
that's
is
fine.
prob-
That's what it's supposed to be.
But this is a problem with the modern...
fucking giant green orcs, like what the fuck?
No, but this is a problem with the modern stuff. They're trying to be too realistic.
Yes, they're losing touch with the stylism. My mouse isn't quite set up to zoom in. Help! Help!
Well, press the magic key, the 3-letter key.
No. I don't think I will.
George's Rex, elves should have a boob plate. See, the thing is, the Space Marine armor is so chunky.
I'm gonna die.
A boob plate would be something you would only have because of that deliberate design decision.
Alright, let this recharge. Control is the zoom in key. That's just weird to me. I have to get used to that.
And yes, Electric Angel, they're trying to go with a realistic thing. Look at the modern, the recent modern Imperial Guard models and tell me they're not trying to go for a realism route.
They stopped stylizing the setting, and that's part of the problem. Come on. Spongy fuck. Okay, patience. This is the one reason why I don't like playing on hard, though. Everything's just spongy. It's not hard, it's just annoying.
Doesn't help that you didn't get any ammo for your bolter, which is a lot better for shooting.
Yeah, I know, but this is what I mean, Fairman. Like, it doesn't really add more orcs, and that's the problem I have. If hard added more orcs, that'd be greater. It doesn't.
What?
It just increases their health bar.
Am I mixing this one up? I'm pretty sure this game added more enemies.
No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Because if I remember right, what it does is it increases the amount of damage they do to you, and it increases their health bar significantly.
Which game was it that added more enemies?
I know Ruby's Rebalance for Halo does. Most games do not add more enemies, though.
Am I mixing this one up with Halo, then?
I think you are, because this is from the era of Sponge. So all you've done is made the enemy spongy.
I mean, at least I think you can actually switch back.
I can, but I don't want to, because I'm too fucking lazy, Fairman.
If it gets frustrating, you can always be...
It's just, like, this is dumb. Because, like, it's like, I'm fucking hitting him several times with the bolt pistol.
Also, didn't you get ammo for your bolter?
This is like firing RPGs at somebody. Like, no, you wouldn't still be standing.
Also, Kibs, didn't you get ammo for your bolter?
Yeah, only 60 rounds.
Oh.
Which is 2 megs.
Considering that those are 40mm grenades, that magazine would be humongous with 30 rounds.
Yes, it would be.
It's one of those things where you just go, yeah, that is not realistic.
See, this is something I hope they address in Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2, the higher difficulty shouldn't make anything spongier or do more damage. It should just be more enemies.
Or more stronger enemies, let's see, instead of the same amount of
be careful of how you do that, though, because that could be cringe real quickly.
That can get
It's like, there's just the most elite guys everywhere. It's like, oh.
Yeah, no, that is something.
Because difficulty should be in a game like that, or any game, like more enemies, more enemy variety, rather than bigger health bars. Because bigger health bars is boring. Like, this is boring in terms of a difficulty.
That was the one thing that Killing Floor 2 did, right? On higher difficulties, enemy get slightly more tanky, but the big thing is enemies get new
Look at the NPCs actually kill stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't fire a shot at that horde, and they did it themselves.
But yeah, enemies doing more damage is fine, but just turning enemies into sponges, yeah, no.
I've never liked spongier enemies. I just find it boring.
I know the Division had a massive problem where you need to headshot.
Oh god, Division's so bad. Like, you shoot dudes in the head with fucking, like, machine guns and
50 cal, yeah.
like, and their heads just...
And they're not even wearing a helmet, they're wearing a beanie.
Yep. I'm actually impressed that the NPCs are actually doing a pretty good job. Can they even get to me? Yes, they can. This one will. He'll hit. Will they get them? Yep, and he looks back and he shoots them.
Isn't there a heavy bolter somewhere behind you?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if there is. I'm just seeing how the NPC behavior works.
But I mean, a heavy bolter would make sense, so cut through them there. Oh, hey.
Oh, the big chunky boys. Now, how cancerous are these going to be on hard? A whole magazine. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. A whole magazine and plus. Got it. A whole magazine plus a pistol magazine. 2 pistol magazines.
I think you're not supposed to tease these guys down by just shooting unless you have a very heavy weapon.
Oof, I don't like that.
Mouse, F, heavy stun. Okay.
Damn, they do so much damage they killed him instantly.
Space Marines, thank you. We thought we were done for. Where is your commander, Guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through.
He's a lady
Imperial Guard,
commander.
we are Ultramarines.
And you know what? Nobody had a problem with her.
Nope. Did some hentai. But only some. She's not the best
But
waifu.
Yeah. It's not, but it's also because there's a character in a
She's
position
5
where...
out of 10. Like, pretty mid.
Yeah. I say she's... We'll probably put her down on a 6 or a 7, but...
No, not
I don't
worthy.
remember. I would need to take a look at her.
She's 5 out of 10. Not good waifu material, but not bad.
Are you just talking looks or are you talking personality as well?
Both.
But
As a character, she's not particularly interesting. Like the
As a
problem,
character.
one of the problems I had with the game was the story was not very good.
I would not put her on a 5. I would give her at least a 6.
Average.
Yeah. 6 is still average.
Oh, 40k vehicles? Yeah, they look absolutely retarded. They're just plastic
Yes.
boxes.
They are, but to be fair, the Space Marine stuff looks relatively
Well, the
sleek, but
reason why they're
Imperial
plastic
stuff-
boxes is because, well, it's just easy
They
to
are.
produce at the time.
So far, they seem content to stay put.
See, Alan, the thing with vehicles, the Space Marine stuff looks relatively sleek, and I do like the Imperial Guard design. Not because it's
No,
realistic, but because it is funny.
The only good thing I've seen from Warhammer 40k vehicles is the Gene Stealer cults, because they started giving them cool designs.
Oh, those little truck, yeah.
Yep, and then the Mechanicus.
Come with me then.
Mechanicus have cool vehicle design.
Warn you, my
See, the Mechanicus I actually do not care for, but
down
the
here.
thing is, since I'm a big tank person, and I like the 40k Imperial stuff because it is stupid, but in a universe
It's
like
not
this, it is
stupid in
fun.
a good way, though.
I find it stupid because
The
it's funny.
tanks are
Also,
literally pizza pieces. and pizza
also it is
pieces.
also it's kind of reminiscent to some World War I, World War II designs, which I appreciate.
It needs
It's
to
the
be,
thing
no, you fucked up, Fairman. It should have been based off the British Independent. See,
Oh my god!
The problem
yes.
is they took inspiration from the wrong tanks. Like if it was me, I would have been like the British Independent, the heavy fucking German tractor, interwar period. Like those are the vehicles I would have drawn inspiration from. I would have made a
Yeah.
better 40k vehicle design. I'm just saying.
I mean, Kibs,
just-
you're not a tank guy, so
Fairman, I am more than a tank guy. I'm a tank
no, you're
enthusiast.
shit boy. No,
When
you're
it-
not.
The Independent would have been a better design. You can't
Probably.
refute that.
Probably.
The
I would need to look at the Independent
T28E
again.
would have been better.
Oh god, the T28V. See, this is just...
That's right. Kibs has better taste than you, Fair Bear.
Yeah, but that's not a taste.
The
thing, that
M3
is-
Lee is a better tank. Chat's like, why is he picking all the
The
awful
M's-
tanks? And
The M3 Lee, look, honestly, I do kind of want to see a 40k rendition of an M3 Lee, because that would be looking so fucking retarded.
It would. That's why it'd be great. Just
Yeah.
like the Independent would be a great choice too.
But kids, remember, it's also easy to go over too much over the board. Overboard.
That's not overboard, Fairman.
You know what? The 40k variant of the M3 Lee probably
I saw
would have
them
two
pop
guns.
in. Eh.
But you know, the 40k version of the 3 Lee would probably have 2 guns on the left and the other side.
For the Emperor. What about your Emperor? He's like, ooh.
I love it. It's this ginormous thing, and there's only 3 orcs. Okay.
Why is it not switching weapons? Scrolly wheel! How do I do my ultimate thing? Fuck.
I don't know.
That's a grenade.
Andrew Smith M3 Lee was actually decent. It was a very flawed design with gun positioning. Sherman was just so much better. And it wasn't... if you look at them, Sherman was heavily based on the chassis of the M3 Lee. So that wasn't a completely new development. The M3 Lee evolved into a Sherman.
That's why the M3 is then the M4A.
Nickel, depending on who you're... No, you know what? Kibs, you got money. And I hope you're gonna be not nice.
Shut up, weeb. He's like, eh.
Kibs, read it.
Hold on. I'm in the middle of not dying. Oh, you're a tank. I name every character in Girls and Panzer. Girls and Panzer's cringe. Also, hi, Kib. Hi, Angry Joyman. Munch for the cause. Thank you for your donation.
Ah, thanks. Also, this is just because my Kibs has higher tank credits than you, Nickel.
Really appreciate it. For the Emperor. No, wait, for the Nyampress.
Oh my god, because we're talking about 40k tanks, I just remembered they added the fucking Lehman Russ to World of Tanks.
I don't care about World of Tanks.
No, it's just retarded because then now
What button is the ultimate cheat?
I don't think you have that one unlocked. You have that one unlocked yet, Kibs.
Oh, it's flashing.
I mean, did you pick up the thing that tells you unlocked it? Because if not, press escape and check your settings.
Hose them down, chat fishies.
Yes. I loved the sequence where you have the autocannon because the autocannon feels so fucking nasty. Because the autocannon is literally, I think that's a 50 or 60 millimeter gun.
And the gun battery.
I think that's a 3-inch gun. Or a 2-inch gun.
Well, chat, 40k is not really science fiction. It's science fantasy.
Science fantasy, yep.
Yeah. We've got magic and gods. Like, it's not science fiction.
It doesn't mean you can't put it on...
It doesn't mean that the rules aren't consistent, even though they're not, sadly. You can thank GW for that.
Just because you have magic doesn't mean you can't be consistent.
Yeah, no. You can make magic a science. Fucking... That's how you do magic right, in my opinion.
And if you're gonna go with the whole magic can do whatever, you still wanna, if you set up some rules, you wanna stick with those rules.
Even more, even Star Wars. Star Wars is even having one of the looser science fiction magic systems in existence, and that did a pretty good job. Until, obviously, later.
Because you brought up Star Wars, that is a good example for something. Yes, the Force can do basically whatever it can do, but you can't just literally go, oh yeah, I can heal people now, when literally, if that would be an ability, a lot of the story would literally not have happened.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well.
What do you think of the laser rifle design, Kibs?
You will retake the gun.
That's not a laser rifle.
Get your reinforcements.
No, she has it.
Oh, the last gun? Last gun so-so. Most of the actual, like, designs of the human stuff in 40k I find to be very iffy. Like, las guns are so-so. I've seen better interpretations. In this game, it's not very good. There's a way better version that's a lot more, like, elongated and, like, it's got a bayonet on it. It looks way better. This one's kind of lame looking.
The thing with that is because the Cadian laser rifle is the mass-produced laser rifles that is in the 40k universe. This is why it looks so bland, because it is literally the cheapest to make.
Here, let me explain that. Let me translate that from GW. It was the cheapest to make into a model for plastic. He's like,
I'm just saying, I guess that could be playing into this, but I don't think
I mean, it's GW. It is playing into this, Fairman.
Yeah, but remember, GW was not always fucking that retarded.
Yeah, but they are. Actually, that's not entirely true. They've been very retarded for a very long time.
Yeah, but not to the degree they are recently. And the model stuff usually tended to be pretty on point.
No, I think I disagree. I think they have been. I think it just took people a while to realize how fucking awful they were.
Oh no, that is. I mean, I knew that Games Workshop was being retarded 15 years ago, because if you've ever seen how they treated their customer base, the whole... I remember, and that was 15, maybe 20 years ago, when we were just, oh no, what is the worst thing Games Workshop gonna do? Oh yeah, no, just the lawyers, because the amount of time Games Workshop sends lawyers after their fans. Oh, you're making a Warhammer fan movie? Well, you better stop, or we're gonna sue the ever-loving shit out of you. Which is why
it's not a waste of bolt rounds to kill a Xeno, Jet.
Which is why it was funny when Marvel literally stole designs from Warhammer, put them in their comics, and Games Workshop didn't say anything because they couldn't bully Marvel.
Yep, that's funny.
Which just proves that Games Workshop... What's this called when people that copyright bullying?
Yep, copyright abuse.
Copyright abuse. Yep.
Games Workshop copyright abuses and steal stuff.
On the other hand, they are smart not to sue Marvel because they're just going to be very expensive for them. Yep. They tried with the Pauldron thing, and that did not end well for them.
Honestly, anything bad that happens to them is kind of deserved. I just hope that some of the video games turn out to be okay.
Yep.
No interest in the models, because the models are just a waste of time to me personally.
Yeah, but I think you're not all big into the whole modeling hobby in itself, isn't it? Huh? Are you?
I was super interested in it, Fairman. I have like a couple of boxes behind me and under my bed. I mean.
Didn't you say you sold those?
No, I never sold them. They're still gray. Some of them are even primed black. They were about to be painted.
I'm still enjoying the modeling. Not specifically Warhammer, but I always enjoyed the whole.
No, when I was younger, I was bat the grenade. That's funny.
When I was younger, I did Lego, and then I kind of went to model kit building. Sometimes I am tempted to just go back to Lego, but it's so expensive if you don't want the pre-made kits. Lego gets really fucking expensive if you want to make your own stuff.
Look at the body just flops away. What? Oh, there's an invisible wall there.
George says they have to be worth something to sell them. Yes, but there's also the thing like overcharging. And Games Workshop overcharges to a hilarious... No, it's no longer hilarious. To a disgusting degree. Was back years and years ago, Games Workshop had the argument that they offered a quality that a lot of other products did not offer. They no longer have that advantage, and in response, they're actually doubling down and making this stuff more expensive.
Assault support pods were dropped in this area.
I feel like that's a huge waste just to bring down one.
I mean, there are multiple in there, and you are the only people on there, and these things can be picked back up. Ah, the jump pack scenes. They were nice little in-betweens. Also, they kinda got this one right with that it is a jump pack and not a jet pack, because I've seen games that use them as jet packs, which they are not. You are too fat to fly. Literally.
Goddamn missed. Hold what we call classical blonde bean boo. Like, whoa. Whee! I like how his head pops off from being severed in half.
Get the jump! Oh yes! Jeez! You have agility!
God damn. Gotta get used to this again. I'm triggering myself with it even.
Commissar Zar, too bad they killed the Elysian Guardsman line. There never was an Elysian Guardsman line. I do not know what you're talking about. There never was one. Unless you're talking Forge World, but Forge World does not count. Because Forge World are basically custom production.
What?
Oh, he's talking about they killing a line of models, but which never existed. And I was no. Incidentally, though, someone made a video about those recently, so I assume you only know this because you only recently looked them up. But no, they never had a model line. Again, Forge World doesn't count. It's like saying that custom VW I have here, that one made by a guy in his garage. Oh no, that is a product line. No, it's not. It's a custom product job.
Or the chat for... Oh.
I think I may be wrong because Beckons is on my side.
Yeah, the minute he agrees with you, that's like when you start to second
guess
yourself.
Commissar Zar, Forge World is a specialist thing that gets usually produced on demand. If you order, they produce. They are not meant for the what's called mass market. it's not a. Also, if you buy Forge Vault, if a normal Imperial Guard or Space Marine army would set you back, let's say, $2,000, the same army from Forge Vault would be $10,000. So, no, those are. It's like I said, if you. And even if Forge World is officially a subsidiary of Games Workshop, you would not believe how much Games Workshop went out of the way to fuck over Forge World. Which brings us back to the whole inter-company politics thing earlier from video games.
Yep.
Because they legitimately go out of their way, Forge World makes a product and Games Workshop, instead of telling them, hey, no, we are doing something that makes all of your progress useless, they don't tell them, let them spend all of their money, and then tell them, yeah, you have to quit because it's no longer usable. That is something Games Workshop does regularly with Forge World.
No communication.
Yeah, and that is, it seems maliciously because...
Well, it is, because, like, that happened with Creative Assembly. Creative Assembly Australia got sabotaged by Creative Assembly Britbone.
Yeah. Which is stupid, because Games Workshop literally owns them. If they lose money, Games Workshop loses money, but...
That rock delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress.
Hold on. Gotta adjust my headphones, they're kind of annoying me. There we go.
But yeah,
fix it.
You can't really take this Forge World stuff.
My
which you
jetpack up. Pepper, relax. Ben Torf is a girl chat. Hit him up. Like, okay. Hey, how you doing, babe? So, oh, my name Ben.
But Kibs, I am kind of curious.
There's not many Bens.
What?
I've not really seen that many Bens.
Ben Kenobi.
I smile because there's one Ben that I know about. One Ben, you know.
Is that the one? Is that the one you made go really fucking mad?
We didn't make him mad. We encouraged him. We helped him. She's like, "What do you mean help him?" We taught that Ben a valuable lesson in content creation. Bubbles and I encouraged him. We give him the spark of interest. We're going to help for what we did.
Also, Victor Malandonado is asking what Forge World exactly is. I'm gonna try to make it as brief as possible. They're basically an offshoot of Games Workshop that produces models that are
Did my game just crash?
Seems like it.
No, it didn't. Oh, Adobe, you can go straight to hell. You can go straight to hell. Check Adobe, your account needs attention. No, fuck off. It doesn't need attention.
George Rex, I can't call any woman named Ben. What is the female version of Ben?
Bennett.
Bennett, yeah. Benjamina?
I'm just trying.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to say.
Benarina? Benarina.
What is the female
Vanilla.
version? What is the female version of a Kibs?
There's no such thing.
Kilia?
Kilia.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about. I was thinking, what would be the female version of your name?
I don't think you do.
What would be a female version of Hanse?
I mean, hands.
I know the female version of my name.
Boom.
And that is actually, I've met more females with a female version of my name than males. I'm just.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
That's one. That is one melter charge.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
And Zena. Henriette.
Smally up. It smells like.
Holy shit. Small. Oh, Indio.
Boom.
Hannah? No, Hannah? It sounds right, but... Hansa. No, Hanse is one of those names that just...
NZ.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the official one. That is feminizing the name, but it's not a feminine
helping
version
the
of
name,
it.
but yes.
Yeah.
Boof. What? Poof. Oh, what's the screen? Oh, screen checks come from the fact that I'm being bonked. Like, what the fuck is going on here, mate? How brought your screens wiggling around like a jibbly wibbly? A jibbly wibbly. I don't know what that means. It sounds very British though.
It's like Samantha being the female version of Samuel, but because an ad, I could just go Kylette. That sounds retarded. That sounds like you're producing razors. Kylette for high quality female razors.
He's like Gillette, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Reguline is sad. I want just want attention instead of albino. Oh, poor Reguline. Oh, he edited his thing. He edited it into you.
Kibs Sim's hard for Indio. I'm just the third wheel in their relationship. You just want attention instead, albino. Yeah, Albine is an attention seeker. See, Indio has earned his place as a respected pet.
I was about to say the same thing.
thing.
See, Indio earned that attention.
Indio has been on stream. He's braved it. You would just, you know, say Brazilian words at me. He's like,
Alternatively, you're either not annoying enough or too annoying to get attention. One of the two. That was the worst thing I could have said because he's gonna take this one in the wrong direction.
Lock and
Kylie.
load.
Yeah, BBT LDD. Yeah, Kylie. Something like this. But yeah, Kylie. That could be that. Yep. You remember version of Kyle is Kyle with an eye. Kyle.
That's what fucking goddamn Bebo's does.
Yeah? Kyle.
Doesn't call me Kuhl.
Kyle. But you're not. You're Kyle.
Sounds like someone's got jelly fever.
Would I never? I know better than to be jealous of Bubbles.
God damn it, Spunk Marines! Butter! Oh
The
shit.
Rotundus Bubbles.
Smallio's
Mr.
tiny.
Mr. Cornell, you are literally as wrong as you could, and you're wrong at the worst day you could ever be wrong about this thing.
Why, what's that?
Because he's trying to imply that I have a bad microphone. Which I
Well, it's
don't.
R. God, I keep forgetting. I was like, what is the detonation button?
Give that detonation
We need
while
to
it's
get the
right in
shell
his
into that
face.
loader.
Lock and load, bucketfish. Oh, bucket. A bucketfish is for cooking and
Place
eating.
the charge on that shell.
Oh, I see a lot of salt coming from one of the Brazilian skips.
I'm becoming better, stronger, and more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Speaking of, there's another Brazilian. Holy shit, Kibs.
That's Portuguese.
Ah, it's the same.
Fucking tard. He's like, I don't know what deaf one is, kid. Bow wow 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 wow. Bow. Don't bow wow 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 at me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. You know what, Reguline? How about you
Move
try
the
to
shell into
dismount?
place.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's gonna come in here to scream.
That's one big shell, by the way.
Yep. That is.
All loaded. With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sidonus. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
He's dabbing Kibs. I think Alucard is lonely.
You mean Alu Palu? He's like, whoa, and then he vomits out blood. I was like, whoa. How do I go up again? Up!
Too late.
Good.
You should have jumped on the shell.
See, for some reason, I always thought, like, even when I first played this, like, oh, okay, we'll, like, grab on and ride it up, I guess. And it's like, nope.
Get squished in the fucking barrel.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You ride the shell out. You know what? If anyone could survive riding a shell like this out, there probably would be a Space Marine in armor. Stop screaming.
Oh wait, no, it's a fucking goddamn click.
Right through the jaw. That's gonna
hurt.
Yeah. The dentist just looks at this. Holy shit!
Smalia was for breeding, India was for putting in a box, and Alucard is for beating. He's like, ah!
Kibs, I think you mixed the last two up.
No.
And again, beating Alucard, yeah.
We beat the art out of him. Like a pinata.
No, not the art. No, not the art. Like, it's not the
By
art.
the way,
just
Alucard did this thumbnail shit. Yeah, I know, it's pretty good. His Hellbine's got a lot of catching up to do. I was like, screams. So we just put him down. And attack Albine, or make him cry a little bit. See, Albine constantly draws really degenerate art and puts it in our Discord server, fan art. And so as punishment for the fan art, because I had to punish him, we constantly bully him.
Yeah, and he doesn't understand. It's just, well, why are people so weird about me? So, well, maybe because you are.
Slutbine gets bullied a lot.
I'm gonna stay with the equivalent of the kid that shits itself at school that doesn't know why nobody wants to play with him.
Damn, Albine. Are you gonna take that from Fair Bear?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well, I'm not gonna say you're wrong or right. I'm just gonna say out of it and let you guys fight each other. Let him a fight.
I'm not gonna fight him. He's underneath me.
He's a tiny little fox boy.
Yes. Also, he's missing an arm. I'm pretty sure I can take him. Come in here, Dree. Nah, oh hey, he's taking it like, he's doing the best thing he could. He's taking it like an adult. He's
It's
just going,
Albine. He doesn't know how to an adult. He's a slutbine.
Yeah. See, if
I
he would have
told you.
if he would have just gone with nah, it would have been good. Now you're too much, Albine.
If he tries too hard. The problem with Albine, and the problem that will always be his, is that he tries too hard.
He's trying to be edgy and funny, and you never should try to force that stuff.
Chat, is his new nickname Albino? Or no, is that just Squealy trying to push that? Albino doesn't work because it's dumb. And because you came up with it, Squealy. You can't come up with nicknames. Now, when I come up with Albino in like a few days' time, chat, I want you to know that it's a brilliant nickname.
Call him Bellbine.
Reguline's like, I fucking hate Kibs.
Bellbine.
Yes.
Bellbine. Oh.
My hair is long. God.
Who has long hair?
I need a haircut.
Oh, Kibs, why do you do that? Wait, are you paying for that shit?
No.
Good.
The fuck would I pay for a haircut?
I haven't been to the barber in at least 2 or 3 years, maybe 4. I just every few months I'm just gonna cut them short with a haircut.
Yeah.
That is the advantage if you're a man and you have a certain type of hair, you can actually do that.
Well, it's also like, why would I waste chat's money on fucking getting a haircut when I could instead, you know, take care of it myself? When we can, we need to save money and put it for the game development. Spending money on a haircut is wasting money.
I mean, to be fair, it depends. There are people that have such unfortunate hairs, they look actually atrocious if they don't get a proper haircut, and they kinda need to spend the money, because some things you cannot do on your own. But if you're lucky like me, and
have you ever heard of a hat fairman?
Then we put it back.
Yeah, but you can't wear hats in
Nyampress,
certain
Get the
situations.
shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Not in this era. Tell me, Fairman, where can't I wear a hat?
Funerals.
Fairman, I'm not going to a funeral.
A lot of workplaces don't allow that. At least over here. But it also depends on where you work. Missed, 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 missed.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing for the reticle.
Remember, you have that
that's a lot of concentrated fire.
Remember, you unlock marksman mode.
What's marksman mode?
It's press escape.
What?
Press escape.
Oh.
I think that's your ultimate button. I do not know what your ultimate button is though.
Enemy sighted.
It said so earlier, but I didn't look. Maybe it's Q?
Oh shit! It's like, what is that growly noise?
Because I'm pretty sure the game wants you to use the new button you unlock, a mode you unlocked.
Oh no.
Uh-oh! Kibs, use the marksman mode!
We made it. We were close. Bruh, beacon fish. Bruh.
At this point you probably should look up where your ultimate mode is, because that is active now.
Now where is it, beacon fish?
Go back, combat controls. Execution is C, next. Maybe it's not this. Wait, is that the only thing you have?
I think bucket fish. You need to figure out bucket fish.
I'm gonna go back in the stream and check.
We must have clicked it away.
Considering that asking you to look into the menus would be just no.
Oh my god, more.
Oh, there. Alright, marksman mode unlocked.
Are we just waiting here, I guess? Little Grecians.
Alright, marksman mode unlocked. Yeah, you clicked it away. It was on screen for a second. Left, use T to enter Fury mode, and then left control to enter marksman mode.
Boom, 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 boom. No! I wasted too much time reloading.
Oh,
Bucket fish!
This is one of those things in Killing Floor that absolutely threw me off. You get those slow-mos, and they only ever come when you're reloading your weapon. And you just say, no, I don't want to see the reload animation, I want to shoot
check
the
out the reload animation.
The problem is it usually goes off on explosions, and most explosive weapons only have one shot. See, George is like, and the furry mode, yeah, so there's a funny thing, if you play as a space wolf, there literally is a furry mode.
Boom, bitch.
It was a small explosion.
It was.
The guardsmen will get their supplies now.
Well, I mean, that blew up.
I mean, imagine that thing chain reacts with that amount of ammo in there. That whole fucking place would be a crater. Look up it a little bit. Oh, that is a bridge, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a bridge where the battle in the end of the game happens.
Are you sure?
Or that's a train.
Yeah. I think that's it. See, that is so unnecessarily large. You know, chat, when I say unnecessarily large, that is not a criticism. That is part of the Warhammer aesthetic. There's just stuff that is unnecessarily large, because why? Because it's cool. If done right. I mean, look at those fucking pauldrons. They're ridiculous.
Those, oh, they left him out. Oh, the poor Orky Borky.
He's getting fucked. But you know what? That is kind of nice, because normally you only ever see this with humans happening. And then the idiots open the door again. Really?
They did.
Well, maybe they didn't. Maybe it automatically opened. Because they're gone.
Now that bridge is a testament to the might of the Imperium.
It is a bridge. Kibs, check the weapons thing. Remember, sometimes you find new weapons you only can switch. Or are you not at that part of the game yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, next thing I think you're gonna make on hate that sequence. This is what I think it is.
Battle choo-choo.
Is that the one where you get chased by the flyer?
That one's annoying because it's just not very well done. But there's a couple sections of this game that just suck. As in they're not well executed or made. I think this section is the first one you encounter in the game. And it's like this weird train battle where you shoot this flying ship, right? Yeah. But like it doesn't take any damage and there's nothing you can do. You just have to hope it RNG doesn't hit you enough or something like that.
So isn't this one of the I think that is the first game this kind that Relic ever did, wasn't it?
Relic's made a lot of games, I don't know.
Ah, Relic. There's another one of those companies that kind of fall from grace.
They're terrible nowadays.
Yeah. Dawn of War 3, Company of Heroes 3. Oh, Dawn of War 3. I remember when we were in chat and I was just asking, hey guys, I got a Warhammer game. Anyone wanted one for free? And the people were just really happy. And then the guy, wait, it's Dawn of War 3. And he was so unhappy.
He's like, no, and he didn't want it anymore.
He just, yeah, but he already redeemed it, had it on check on it. Oh, I don't want it. Because I asked what game, I said, I'm not gonna tell, I'm just gonna give you the key. It's such a dig move.
I don't think you said that. I think you said something along the lines of like, oh, I can't remember, but here's the key for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think something like this.
But you tried to play it off as not a big deal.
Yeah, I was paraphrasing that. It was Dawn of War 3. It's like, oh, I promise you a steak dinner. What do you get? Yeah, I've thrown some ham into the frying pan, and I let it a little bit too long on there.
Black 1970 $2 say Ave Emperor Imperator Dominus. Hashtag Sockfun, thank you for the donation. He donates $5 say Squeak breed Kibs for the Emperor. Hi Famine, hashtag Sockfun. There you are, little Black U 1917. And thank you for your generous donations. Nickel Nickel donates $5 say that is unnecessarily large. Your mom. Circa last night.
Also before that, Getty. Good God, Fairman, that's cruel.
It's funny.
Oh God. And Draconis is just... I take Dawn of War 3 for free if no one wants it.
Fair. You know what? Fine. Let him suffer. That's not our problem. Oh, he likes Command & Conquer 4. Never mind. That's why.
Oh, I almost forgot. Holy shit.
Yeah, I almost did too. Command & 4 Twilight.
Gotta give the game to Draconis. Have him force him to play this on live on the server, and give us a genuine opinion. And then he's just gonna sips foaming on the mouse. It's the best game ever. Everyone wishes to devour him.
Hashtag Spice Marie.
Spice me.
Whoa.
What is this kind of speaking called the orcs, dude? I know the British have a name for it. Chuts?
Yeah.
Oh, he tries to put it first.
Ask for crooked teeth and they will respond.
Probably should ask Teddy, that he knows that shit.
Teddy is what we call a classic Brit bonger.
Oh god, look at him doubling down. Everyone just puking.
Black 1917, no! Don't betray!
Time to impact.
No more than 6 minutes.
The
Sad.
Emperor?
Time enough.
What did he do?
He left.
Oh no, he also sent money. And make sure you read this one properly.
You did? I already read it, the last two.
Yeah? Because I only heard about the Emperor.
I did the first one as well.
Yeah, but
He
he
says,
didn't write
"Sweet
this.
breed Kibs for the Emperor High Fairman, hashtag sock fund."
No, he Emporato.
Yeah, I read that too.
Yeah, Empor, Kibs, poor. It's a pun. Cockney. Thank you, Commissar. I think that's it. Also Getty and Ben Torfer. Getty first, then Ben, then Commissar down there. Getty in place 1.
No, I hate those things. Wait, hold on. The fury of your misbegotten kind. Oh, the Emperor. Oh.
See, that build is a pretty nice shit gun because also restores a lot of health, if not all of it. Also, I just realized a very good explanation why they could take away all of your equipment. Literally, they could say you had a Thunderhawk getting shot down and you lose all of your equipment. Problem solved. Why a captain doesn't have any good equipment?
For the Emperor. I forgot to buy dinner. Smalley up. He's as he shrivels up into a tiny noodle.
Time to impact.
Why do you forget these things, Indio? How do you forget these things so consistently?
Because he's busy working, I assume.
Ah, fair enough. I do the same thing, actually.
It was about to say, I'm pretty sure you and me do similar things.
Like, I eat once a day because it's like, well, that's just all the time I have. Normally, sometimes twice if I'm lucky. Today's only once, though. There isn't enough time for another meal. Earth is a literal Slanussy administer. Hashtag sock fund. I'm still used fast. No, you're not. Liar. You're a traitor, little black, is what you are. A black traitor. Especially now that we're both black. He's like, what? You missed that meme.
I think, didn't he miss the first stream today as well?
Yes, he did.
You're gonna be so sad.
There's lots of kitty noises for you.
And yeah, and you missed them.
You have some really whiny kitty noises this time too.
And Disco was sitting there. Oh, if Black would ask me, I will just make sure there's gonna be 5 minutes of uninterrupted kitty noises, and you didn't speak up, Black. It's a shame, isn't it, Kibs?
It is, but unfortunately, Black will have to live with that forever.
He's currently sitting in front of a computer, just pulling his hairs out.
Indio chat. The more muns you give, the more muns I'll give to Albine and Indio and Alucard. They're like, what? So I can get more art.
See, Indio, I am in a similar boat. I wanted to cook, and then Kip shot me a message, and I just
oh yes,
shit.
it's this one. Yeah, this sucks.
Kip,
oh, you
considering
can't let go? Oh, you can.
You know what? Considering that one is back, you know what? You need your fierce eyes for this, Kip.
Oh, this one sucks. Yeah, there's
remember
like no cover.
Remember, you can tear that one off. The plasma cannon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was a cheap shot. Oh, that one has unlimited ammo even when you carry it. Ah. George's Rex, you know what? Joke's on you, I probably will do just that. So Kibs are gonna do what I had said I'm gonna do. Tell me if the audio quality goes to shit.
I will, and then I'll ban you.
Probably need to put on some pants though. But
George's Rex said I should board a wireless headset. Guess what, Georges? Guess what? You loser. Look at him and laugh, chat. Look at him and laugh, Kibs.
What?
He said I should have bought a wireless headset. Guess what?
He didn't.
No, I did.
Is that why you lied to me, Kib? There we go. Actually, this wasn't as bad as I remember. I remember being cancer as a kid.
I'm pretty sure the last time you didn't use a plasma cannon.
Oh, don't remember.
Because the plasma cannon, to be fair, plasma cannon should be able to deal with something like this really quick. Because that is a fucking nasty weapon.
Black Knight, let's say I was asleep. You're not allowed to sleep. Just like I don't get to sleep either. I'm so tired.
And because you're a sleepy boy, you missed kitty noises.
The Emperor Pro Squawks.
Alright, Kibs, I need to test something. I need you to respond.
What's that? Fair bear.
Manufactorum still holds.
Some Imperial Guard units made it.
Alright, did you hear me talk?
They cannot hold for
No.
long.
Good, because I'm testing now as I'm muting and this thing works.
Fun fact, I now have a new kitten who makes lots of kitty noises, so I've been getting my daily fix. Hashtag SockFun. Post pictures in the Bickering Bunch discussions, Black. Chat will want to see. And if you don't, you'll be impregnated. He's like, eh.
I have such a horrible joke for this, but I will not make it.
Seal of the Inquisition.
Beacon fish.
Bang, bang, bang. Bucket fish.
What is the Inquisition?
The MSB is just chilling, being the quiet lad. He's hiding. And thank you for your generous donation. I turn on the fan. It's too hot. I can't stand it.
Is it really that bad, Kibs? Over here we have... Let me just check what degrees we have.
Here goes his
Over here it's currently 9 degrees.
Oh, there's a fan. Oh.
An experimental.
Yes, blow
Kibs.
your cool air upon my body.
Kibs, your father up north.
Keep moving.
It is 9 degrees here. That's about, what, 40 or 30 Fahrenheit.
You mean Fahrenheit? Get it? Because
Fahrenheit, yeah.
Fairbear.
But that is not hot.
Goddamn Fairbear, I was making a joke because of your name.
I know, but...
I
What the
know.
People always say, oh, you don't live in a weird zone. No, I do live in a weird zone. We have fucking 9 degrees. We had 5 degrees yesterday.
Serve the machine god by joining
That's what, 20 Fahrenheit?
your designated evacuation center.
It's ridiculous.
I sleep with a single bed sheet during summer because it's so heat.
I usually you only use a sheet and then I pull out the filling.
You must disable.
Well, fuck that. I'm not gonna have the filling in there.
Boom, bitch. Oh, for the chat. Oof. I like how unemotive his facial expressions are.
Although Jimmy, 40 40 degree Fahrenheit. I said it's 9 degrees Celsius here.
I died in Mayway, like any true spunk marine. Stick a bucket fish in a blender, see what happens to them. They just scream, go, ah! You know, because they're in a fucking blender. Like I would scream too if I was them.
Oh my god! I just what noise do chatfish do?
They scream loudly.
Yeah, but I mean, if they can't I talk?
Yeah, their mouths move, but you can't hear them.
I can't do this, but kind of imagine them.
They speak in smuzz. They say
Yeah?
smack smocks mix me.
I was kind of expecting them to sound voice like. I expected them to sound kind of like the equivalent of the pufferfish eating the carrot.
Yes, they do sound like that too when they're eating. They make the crunchy sounds too. Crunch, crunch.
Give the fucking noise of the thing. No.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's beautiful.
It's so fucking horrible and beautiful at the same time.
And I hate that I find it so funny.
I love that I find it funny. It means I'm a human. It means I'm human.
I'm only human.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all.
Oh, that was... What's that? That was from Mass Effect, wasn't it?
Mass Effect Andromeda! I give you all PTSD! They're like, no!
See, I only remember the fucking video where someone took the music and then just put the game glitching out and then put videos of gorillas on it, and that one was fucking funny.
I'll keep watching Kibs, but a glass of whiskey and Valheim are calling for my embrace. Barbarians are us. No! Give me your undivided attention. I am needy. Thank you for your donation. I am needy.
Really?
It's... Oh! I do not think so, brother.
Big tips, you being a cat girl. Your mascot being a cat girl is perfect. Because you just said you're needy. Cats are very needy.
For the Emperor. For Sigma. That is what they do. Warhammer Mark of Chaos still has the best Warhammer Fantasy fucking CGI trailer ever. It was done by that same Hungarian studio that did Dawn of War.
Forward. Clear out the orcs.
Oh!
This is what I'm doing right now. It's entirely unreasonable.
Kibs is attempting to get unstuck, but Leandros, your fat piece of shit body!
Are you implying he's a little piece of shit that's useless?
Yes.
Well, that is pretty much on character then.
No, you're gonna die.
Kibs didn't he said the Space Marine. Space Marine. So much screaming, Kibs. Why must you be so loud?
The Orky Borkies must die.
Allow that.
Hey Chad, when you see me make Kibs mad? Hey Kibs, which orc do you think is stupider, the 40k or the Lord of the Rings orc?
The 40k orc?
Yes, definitely.
Why did chat ask that question?
No, I just wanted to see how you react, because I could totally see you go, that is a nice question, man. I wasn't even talking about intelligence, that's stupid.
Orcs in Lord of the Rings are conniving and kinda...
They are conniving and cowardly.
Conniving and cowardly.
And they
which
can
are the
be
two most
relied on.
annoying traits.
And they can be relied on probably fucking up out of fear, greed, and fucking, in some cases, hunger. Remember how Mary and Pippin escaped? The fucking orc can.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Fucking Uruk. Shouldn't the Uruks be able to absolutely slaughter normal orcs?
Oh no, those are Urukai, not Uruks.
Sorry, Urukai, but I think an Urukai is significantly better than an... Oh no, the Urukai were only... No, they were... Saruman, yeah.
Yep, they are significantly better. We are the fighting Urukai.
The other orcs probably still have a significant number advantage, so...
Where there's a whip, there's a way. We don't wanna go to war today. But the Lord of the Lash says, nay, nay, nay. We're gonna fight all day, all day, all day.
That is from, what's it called?
Lord of the Rings.
From the animated one, right?
But it's also the song.
Is that one in the book?
I'm pretty sure, I think so. It's been so long since I read the books. But I think it is. There's a lot of songs in the books, if I remember right.
I never read the books.
I read them a very long time ago.
Wow, nerd. Oh, Kibs, are you currently getting any interference on my end?
No, not yet.
Nice. Because I'm currently have water running. I'm testing how good this new microphone thing is. And it seems pretty decent. Because the audio filtering can filter out running water, but if I talk, it's iffy. Why does it smell like burnt wood? Oh shit. I'm okay.
Lords, you must hurry. The greenskins are on the move again.
Oh, it's greenskins, mate.
We will not last long.
My court, my lord Kip.
Well.
Here's I've been called into work to work overtime on day off. Please don't sing when there is a whip. Cuts too close to home at the moment. No! Why did 6-6? I'm sorry, buddy. Thanks for making more months. And thank you for the donation. We don't want to go to war today.
Hey, Hanse. How do it sound?
Mildly better.
Why must you be like this?
Because God
Better,
hates you.
yeah. Well, you sound either grumpy or you got something in your throat.
Woke up from a nap.
Okay, so you did actually nap.
I don't know why, I was just really tired after I got back from work.
Oh,
You
happens
catch up.
sometimes. Did you get enough sleep this night?
The normal amount.
What is the normal amount? 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours?
Going to bed at 1 AM and then waking up anywhere between 6 and 7.
Oh, 5 hours is not enough. 6, you can. Well, then that's me. I can make 6 hours work. I can make 5 hours work, but
Hands down in
only
the
with a
same
lot of
bucket.
pain.
Only 5 hours the last couple of days, Neo. It's a rough life, Mr. Kibs.
I have the problem if I get not enough sleep. I am literally turning complete and utterly fucking useless.
My eyes hurt so bad. Let's see, at least it was not, and the worst part is tomorrow is the fucking Starship Troopers fucking marathon. Ah, I bought a case of Monster preemptively for this day. We did?
Antioch, hold the lift. We have orcs in.
Oh, it was great. The Kibs was a team filling fuckwad. I threw 2 pebbles at him, and he hit me with the axe, and that flat out killed me for good.
Yes, I helped Fairman ascend to heaven.
But I also...
Bon is dead.
Kibs, were you being mean to your mommy?
We need to grab Bon for other things. Blondie raid! Blonde bimbo!
Blimbo raid! Blimbo. It's funny to me.
Ooh. That was good animation. Thank you for the raid, Blondie. Appreciate it, as always.
Yeah, the Mr. Blondado. Blondado.
Now, Mr. Cornell, if you either didn't know or didn't remember, the Starship Troopers game comes out tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow we're doing the marathon of the Starship Troopers game. Also, great news! Barch, are you here? No, he's not here right now. Well, we need to remind me to tell Barch this later. Hawken is actually getting reborn tomorrow, apparently. I didn't know it's also relaunching. Not a great day for a launch day, because launching coincides with Starship Troopers Extermination.
Wait a minute, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. We'll do Hawken Reborn earlier in the morning.
I was about to say, because for me it's tomorrow.
Shit.
For you it shouldn't be tomorrow. It's in the 18th, not on the 17th.
I gotta use the controller, or the keyboard, mouse and keyboard, because I keep pressing E when I mean to press F. F is the bash key. We're gonna need this. Off with his head. God damn it.
It must be a British person.
They're throwing a lot of orky borkies at. Oh no, I don't like those guys. Shoot them at a distance. Ooh, oh no. He got me. That's annoying.
Boil him, mash him, shoot him from a distance.
What is Hawken? It's a robot game.
Yeah. It's a mecha shooter. Check it out on Steam. Hawken was so cool. It was really fun. Arch and I both like that game quite a bit, so he'll be excited to know that it's coming back. Plus, I'm 90% certain it was Barge. I hope to God it's not going to be like a half-assed thing, too.
Because I heard to burst your bubble, it wasn't Bubbles that did it. Bubbles flopped that guy.
No, I'm pretty sure Bubbles hates mechs.
Yeah, Bubbles doesn't like mechs.
Oh no, we're running out of maneuvering space. Oh, come on, hold still, you little shit.
How could you let that happen, Kibs?
That's rude, calling me weak.
Get killed by you're just weak. Uh-huh. What does it make you?
Corporal Antioch?
Yes, my lord.
We have word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Hope it's not half-assed. Oh god, I hope so too, buddy.
I've seen him for several days.
We've actually had a lot of really good games coming out. Like, we've been spoiled lately. It's been an actual golden renaissance right now.
With the Starship Troopers, then my prediction is it's probably going to be a little bit clunky to control, but it's probably ultimately going to work.
If it's clunky and needs work, that's fine, as long as they, fix it. We'll find out whether or not it's worth picking up. I'm confident there's a mod for this game that makes Titus wear a Hello Kitty armor set. Oh yeah, there's a couple of cosmetic armors for the mods for this game. Also, in a little bit here, or about an hour or so, we will be switching over and doing the next stream, part of our streamathon. We'll be playing Thrawn's Revenge.
Keep that muzzle clean, guardsman.
I'm currently shoving Gouda in my face.
You porky little German.
If I had to eat something, I'm gonna eat the fucking meat raw.
Oh boy. Bubbles hates everything fun. He only likes alcohol. Chubby wubby bubby.
That is faction correct. He also likes Factorio.
Yeah,
And
but I was. Yeah, but see, this is only.
For now, I doubt even dropping that.
He's playing with the space exploration watch recently, and he's running into the same problems I have, and I'm sitting there.
Work, focus, meet your quota, increase
Because you have so much to do that you get distracted. Oh, I just want to make a small little production line here. 2 hours later, you haven't done the thing because you got held up by something. Which honestly, I think is a good thing. If I can grab you that way. As long as it doesn't punish you.
It depends.
I mean, if you get grabbed and you're having fun while doing this, yeah, that's good. If it's just tedium, no. No.
God damn it, elevator, go faster. Oh no.
Titan Invictus seems undamaged at least.
Titan Invictus seems unused, you mean? Is this invasion not enough to bring out the War Titans?
It takes hundreds to get a War Titan operational, Sergeant. Without them, it sits
We're
idle.
kittens. It's like, no, it's a kitten.
Meow meow.
The best part is, that's not even all the shit they need, because they also need to unironically coax the Titan to want to, like, commit to battle.
Isn't that only with some Titans?
The thing is, they're temperamental.
Yep.
Access authorized.
So I don't feel like battling.
But I heard.
It's like,
but
oh, no.
I may be wrong, but wasn't it that a Titan usually does not do that when their home is in peril?
They're usually fairly motivated to defend their home forge.
Yep. This is my house.
It's also really dumb because they get home forge sick,
Yep.
so they have to go and visit their home forge every now and then.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing because where the whole fantasy aspect comes back in, because yeah, that's a machine, and if a machine can do that,
Well, yeah.
that is definitely.
Well, Warhammer 40k is fantasy. Like that,
Yep.
That's what it always has been.
Sci fantasy.
Yeah, sci fantasy, just like Star Wars. Because you have like machine spirits, you got fucking gods and demons, you got magic, you got the wipe,
Mad demons. Mad demons. Now that is just because I thought that is a movie one could watch. Team America. Yeah. Mad demons.
One of my favorite lines. Not for anything substantial, I just like how dumb it is. It's quickly, let's get over to Mohakahakadaka Street.
Mocha, you have it, you have.
Do it.
Access authorized.
Pulling a Hillary Clinton chat.
Marines chapter.
The worst thing is how many of those jokes nowadays you look at and just say, it's not a joke anymore.
Here, Captain.
I don't know why, but I'm having like PTSD. You guys remember that one clip of Hillary Clinton where she's like wigging out on the fly like, oh, where? Like I have that stuck in my head now.
Why?
Because somebody put like a fly and she's like, whoa. I don't know why, I just thought it was funny.
I remember when they tried to make Hillary Clinton look cool. It didn't work.
Oh god, Pokemon
Well, like
Go
anything-
vote.
But like with any good...
No,
good,
Fairman, that was incorrect.
Hold
It
on.
was
With any good fantasy setting, Caddis, any good fantasy setting will make good sense of its logic and adhere to its own rules. Star Wars used to adhere to it, and then now look at it. Warhammer used to adhere to it, and now look at it. They just do what they want now. They become corrupted. Like all good things, time erodes away at all.
Also, Hanse, I'm pretty
It's
sure
all
that
your
was,
fault, by the way.
it was
It's all your
Pokemon Go
fault.
to the polls.
Yeah, Pokemon Go to the board. Okay, fine, but
Oh, that was back when Pokemon Go was pretty big. Yeah.
it's still one of those things. What is more
Oh
embarrassing?
god, I had a
Pokemon Go
friend
to
that was
the...
unironically super into Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but what is more embarrassing? Saying Pokemon Go to the polls or please clap?
Please clap.
I would not have you
I love
insult
please
Jeb
clap.
Bush.
Please clap.
See, one of them is sad. The other one is cringy.
They're both cringe.
Yeah, one more than other, though, Kibs. If you're comparing two things that are bad, you're not saying which one of those is bad. No, which one of them is worse.
Listen, Chad, if you're not willing to die for the Nyampress, what are you gonna die for? Like, I don't want to die. It's like, well, you know.
That's when someone raises their hand. Money?
Money.
Money shot.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do Star Wars Empire at War next. The Pentastar, which if I remember right in lore, because I'm very rusty with my Star Wars lore, Pentastar is the name of the faction that Thrawn was a part of. Right?
Wasn't he part of the Empire, or is it an Empire?
Yes.
Well, no,
Well, this is the Warlords period.
Honestly, yeah, he's referring to the Warlords period.
Ah.
What was the explanation? Why? Because I don't know almost anything about Thrawn.
Repeat.
Why he wasn't part in the whole Empire? Didn't some higher-ranking people put him in the backwater because they were afraid of him? His
Well, they
popularity
tried
or something?
to. They tried to stop him from becoming a Moff. But the problem is, it's been so long that I'm almost getting. I guarantee I'm gonna mix up Disney shit with fucking good shit.
One
So
thing
I don't
about
want to
this-
say anything. So,
One thing about the Thrawn thing I've seen is that that's a scene of from a book, and someone escapes, and then he just goes in there. And so who was it? Yeah, that technician didn't do that,
that job thing, and then he was because he didn't learn it, and then he punished the superior guy because he didn't teach the guy properly, which was a pretty neat scene if you think about it, because makes sense because the superior didn't teach the guy, so it's his responsibility, and didn't kill the guy or anything.
$200 say. So, Kibs already did a please clap. What do you think please like and subscribe is? Yeah, but I only say it ironically, with the unironic hope of people actually clicking the button.
It's also
No, hold on. I said it ironically, so I think it's okay.
It's also a little bit different than you say.
Also,
okay,
chat,
guys,
you might have missed it. Last night when we did after stream, we popped into the Discord and we all watched Robot Chicken, Star Wars stuff. And my god, I forgot how fucking hilarious that shit was. The third episode of the Star Wars special was awesome.
See, apparently, the Family Guy Star Wars special is also supposed to be pretty good.
It's okay. It's not as bad, or no, it's not bad. It's not as good as Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken did it first, and then Family Guy saw how successful it was, and then copied them. Theirs is okay. What I love about the old fucking Star Wars parodies is they're all authorized by Lucasfilms themselves. And
really?
Yeah. Like if you didn't notice, the Star Wars Robot Chicken special actually has a lot of the voice actors and Carrie Fisher and like the guy who played Lando. Like it's got a fuck ton of them actually in it.
Played Lando.
My brain, you know I'm bad at names. Don't fucking do this to me. Woo!
What's my name?
Stormtrooper. My lord.
Lord.
Stormtrooper. My lord.
Dr.
Stormtrooper.
My lord.
Fuck you.
Stormtrooper. My lord. My lord. Fuck you. My lord. Fuck you. My lord. Go fuck yourself. Aww.
and then the last one.
They were super cool parody. Yeah, no. The old Star Wars was based. Like Lucasfilms and Lucas Games would always like make jabs at each other and jokes, and they even make fun of George Lucas in it too. Like that's back when they had a sense of humor. Nowadays they don't. That sense of humor is gone.
Can you imagine modern Star Wars making fun of Kevin Kennedy?
Because George Lucas even authorized the jokes about like them making fun of him about midichlorians and all his bad lore takes, and he even admits like, oh yeah, you know, I fucked up. I fucked up.
And that was the best day of my life. Well, I was born. Not even close.
Not even close. No.
Yeah. Cooler than usual. Who's the guy that made that? That's Seth Green, wasn't it?
Yeah, Seth Green.
Him and another writer.
Isn't this guy also in the Mario movie?
Seth Green? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of Seth Green doing anything lately. He's kind of like dead, I think. That's for the best. Welcome aboard, Noah R. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to check out our Discord server, and if you want some free miniatures and STLs to print, be sure to hit up our business site, battledamagestudios.com, linked in description. Let me know if you have any problems printing those minis, but I think everybody seems pretty satisfied with them.
Please upload.
What?
And I was just making a spoof on the please clap thing. Just content. Please upload.
Shut the fuck up, Farron. You little shit.
But yeah, no, honestly, what I want to say, saying please don't forget to like and subscribe is not the same as saying literally after a joke, please clap or something like that.
See, I like Star Wars Empire Wars space battles, but like, fuck me, the ground battles make me want to kill myself. I'm not looking forward to the ground battles.
Display the Empire with the Death Star. You don't have to do ground battles.
No ground battles required. Blow them up. Yeah, but we're running it with Thrawn's Revenge mod. By the way, does the Thrawn's Revenge mod have the multiplayer campaign? Does that work with that or no?
No idea. And even if it did, I don't have any of that downloaded.
Oh god, I'm not even asking about that. I was wondering if it did. That'd be kind of cool.
He kept playing Star Wars, and I was making fun of him earlier with his weird pew pew guns and space stuff.
Pew 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 pew.
I was channeling my inner boomer.
Oops, I guess I don't go there yet. I wasn't paying attention to the game. I was too busy talking to people, and so because I didn't pay attention to the game, I missed the context clues as to what I'm doing. So now I'm just waddling around like a muppet. I guess the game's gotten tired of waiting for me. I like how you guys are just standing there next to him. Right, didn't know that would even happen. Fuck off.
Kibs, language. Language.
We can say that at least. YouTube won't let us say swears. Our channel's already hemorrhaged badly enough from last time. Sadly. Slurs are cool. Too cool for YouTube. You white what? Yeah, I like the minis. I have the Marith MLP figure in a jar. 1/3 full so far.
Was that regular?
That's fucking why I did 6-6. You Canadian degenerate. No!
Well, I don't know if that was regular or sauce because they both sound the same. That said, they want this thing to print for the jars thing.
Also, today we worked on, in the game dev studio, just so you know, for your hands, we were working on the Astrian language and we made more progress with the lyrics for the song. My god, language. Manila Lunas Pyra. You guys remember that? Manila Lunas Pyra. We fucking, when it comes to Mon, like we had to double check the meaning of Mon in the different versions of the dialect. It made me fucking have an aneurysm. Because Mon means by in the tongue of the Starborn, but Mon in the current common tongue of Astrian means hour. So Manila Lunas Pyra, by the grace of the god. No, did I say Pyra? Syra.
I already have problems speaking German and all this.
I am attempting to translate the language that we're working on. Manila Lunas Pyra. Syra! Syra! It's Syra! It's not Pyra!
Pyra!
It's just like, I want to say P for some reason. Manila Lunas Syra. Languages are a bit autistic. I'm having a bit of an aneurysm. There you are, little blonde whore. Blondie! Blondie! Hawken! Hawken is coming back to Steam. Hawken, H-A-W-K-N-E-N. Refresher. Remember, it was that mecha shooter that was better than MechWarrior Online in every conceivable way. That's coming back.
He's gonna come in here and call you a queer.
That's fine, but he needs to remember that, because we should probably play... If it's good, that game... Oh my god, if it's good. I hope Hawken Reborn is good.
If.
Hawken was so much fun, Fairbear. Like, it was fast, it was action-packed, it was pretty good.
You know what else was very fun back then?
It was like a cross between Armored Core, is what people would tell me, because I've never played Armored Core. Armored Core and MechWarrior.
Armored Core was basically a World of Tanks, but not as janky.
Captain,
and then it died because of the...
I know you're trying to make a joke, but if you actually think that Astrian sounds like Latin, you actually don't know what Latin is supposed to sound like.
Yeah, no, you should be able to tell what the, just the inspiration just by hearing it.
Well, the thing is, not even that. Like, Latin does not have, like, soft letters. It has very hard letters.
Yes.
Yeah, because we say Caesar. What is it in Latin? Kaiser.
That would be closer to how you're supposed to say it.
Oh.
See, that's the other day I saw the Fallout New Vegas video, and I seen they actually pronounce them properly in that one. The Legionnaires, at least. Well, everyone else calls him Caesar, which is kind of funny.
You shoot him with plasma, he just says, "Give me more."
It's time to give them some taste of the Emperor's fury.
Oh, that fury is all yours, baby.
I'm not running, motherfucker.
Now, head over to the servitor station and activate it.
Like we're just doing like a fucking thing calmly. Like, okay, like now that you're done fucking around, dude, can you go press a fucking button? It's like, okay.
Listen, he's not very good people, yeah.
Wish there was a ground execution. I just realized there isn't. Oh god, oh god, oh god. No!
You messed up. You could have killed him for health.
I could have. But I got the buttons mixed up. Oh!
Coulda.
Ooh.
He coulda. He shoulda. But he woulda.
Well, servitor, go! Rude. God damn it, it's F! Quit fucking up! Press the right button!
Barbarians are a Superson says, yo mama Star Wars jokes are censored. I hate YouTube.
Wait, what, really? Thank you for your donation. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I need to just shoot these guys. I should have saved the ult for this, guys. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, reload, you fucking piece of shit. Woo! Oh, we're so dead.
Kip, the channeling is in every nerd. Just oh god, there's someone I recently saw a video, Angry Video Game Nerd, and oh my god.
He's old.
His hairline.
I know, it made me sad. I saw a Video Game Nerd like a few months ago, and I was like, I'm gonna click on this because I want some nostalgia. And I clicked on it, I'm like, oh no, I feel old and sad.
To be fair, his content is still something you can watch.
You know, he stayed true to himself, and that's something you gotta respect.
Yep. And he also said, you know what, I'm not gonna make as many anymore, but I'm gonna make sure the ones I make are gonna be good. And
that's
you know,
great.
Good.
No, good for him. Seriously, good for fucking him. Not very many people can say they've made it. He was one of the OG boys back in the day.
But to be fair, I think that's honestly one of the reasons why he has been successful is because he was one of the first.
He also
one of the first, and he didn't fuck up.
He also always was relatively humble, often considered, besides not talking about the character he's playing, of course, but
yeah, of course.
Compared to the Duke Walker, the browser critic, who was pretty much the biggest competitor there, who itself is not a horrible person, but his way of handling his company just because he always saw himself as an artiste.
An artiste, oh yeah, the elitism is a problem that a lot of YouTubers have.
Not even that, basically he couldn't be bothered to deal with the management of his stuff, and delegated the person that delegated basically just was a scumbag.
Press the G button! Slaughter them like fucking animals!
Also, James Rolfe was just saying, Cinemassacre, that's him, and he just tried to build a network, and then it's just floated into his face. Ross from Accursed Farms was actually for a while part of that network, and he can tell us some very interesting things about that.
Oh yeah, Ross from Accursed Farm. That's a great YouTuber, by the way.
Oh, he is. He's a golden boy.
Yes, he's a genuine gem.
And
he's
honestly,
precious.
I do kind of want to put you and him into a room to talk, because in terms of creative, he is the same way as you.
I don't know if we're the same, but he's definitely really cool.
I know in terms of his creative drive and stuff. He has
he's
a
not
very
as cool as
clear
me,
vision.
though.
He has a vision. His vision is not a video game. His vision is he wants to make a movie, and he is working on that movie.
I see. I never really knew what he was working on. Oh God, what's the button? It's R. It's fucking R, chat. Why the?
Keep forgetting these things.
No, no, please. I'm just a little space marine. Oh.
I don't even remember if you try to grab it if you can and skip the segment.
Oh, we can grab it. Oh fuck!
They literally said it.
Oh fuck! Oh Jesus!
Oh, you don't pay attention
I wasn't paying attention at all. Yeah, no.
Also, and the topic was he recently had a guy on the topic of AI, an AI expert on. And I still need to watch that because apparently that one was relatively interesting.
Also, Grumpy Kaiju, I don't know if asking Kibs about what consonants does Astrians use is a good question when he's playing.
Kibs says, what's a consonant?
Oh God, I don't want to get into it. Like I have a migraine from this morning.
Hey Kibs, what's 4 times 4?
No, that's fine. Fairbear.
4 times 4.
You know what that is. Don't fucking lie to me. It's 16, Fairbear. Now, Fairbear, what's 72 times 376?
3,569.
No, it isn't.
Oh yes, look it up.
You don't know that.
Look it up.
You don't know that.
These tunnels will spit us out.
How do you know that?
Because I know the answer.
Yeah?
Now tell me what the answer is.
I don't know.
That's what I thought. I lied to you.
Alright.
And now you outed yourself.
Alright, Kibs, what's 8 times...
I fucking outwitted you with my big brain.
Alright, Kibs, what's 8 times 8?
Jesus Christ, they just fucking died.
What's 8 times 8, Kibs?
You could actually just roll over them.
Kibs, what 8 times 8? Kibs got defeated in verbal battle.
Be quiet. Okay, so for those that are new to the channel, if we didn't know, I'm a victim of Common Core math. If you don't know what Common Core is, just Google it.
Let me translate.
Just Google
no, let me translate. He's a cripple.
Yeah, so when everyone was learning, like, I learned Common Core math, and we would finish learning multiplication and division. I transferred schools to a different school district, and they were like starting to prepare to learn how to do algebra and stuff or whatever. I was like, okay, like I'm gonna learn this too, and they're like, all right, you need to like show us what your math stuff is. And so I'm like, all right, just showing them my math stuff, right? And like, all right, so like what's like 10 times 10? And I'm like, okay. So I start drawing the lattice box structure for the math equation, right? And the teacher, like, sitting there looking at me write this out on a square grid is like having a mental breakdown. And they call in like another teacher, and they're just like, what? Why is he drawing boxes?
Steve, I don't understand why he's drawing. I just asked him what 10 times 10 is. What the fuck is each kid doing?
I don't actually remember what the equation was, but I do remember drawing boxes, and I do remember feeling very awkward as the teachers were looking at me, and like they were confused, and I was scared because I was like, why are you guys being weird? Why are you guys
to this day, because my father is someone that's very big in numbers, because that's all his life he did. He was bookkeeping, and I had to explain him, and then I had to show him what Common Core was, and I showed him a video where someone explained it. His fucking reaction to that. I'm pretty sure he got that permanently lowered his opinion of Americans.
The worst part is they tried to unfuck the math education that I got from the other school, but in the process of trying to unfuck it, I became progressively worse at math, falling behind in math class even further. Before I used to be pretty like ahead, but now not anymore. Well, not back then, not anymore.
Was it because both systems were competing with each other and you couldn't know which one was right?
Well, it was like I was getting conflicting information, and also I was losing interest badly, so I just didn't care because I was like frustrated because I didn't want to be. I was annoyed by the fact that I had to go to a special math group for like with the kids with special needs, and I felt I was so agitated by that.
Humiliated?
Yeah, humiliated, and to the point where I didn't want to do it anymore. I was so mad.
I have a similar problem because over here, due to Germany,
it's not the teacher's fault. It's fucking the education system for fucking me.
Yeah, over here they're trying to reform the German language. Yes, officially. And I got part of the cursed generation. When I went to school, we had to go through 4 reforms. The first one tells you can never ever do this. The second one tells you can only do this under these things. The third one tells you can do this, but only when this point comes clear, but only if there's, and literally, if there's a semicolon in front of this letter, then you can write it like, then you have to write it like this. And then the fourth one was, you can now write it however the fuck you want. But do you know how that fucks you up when doing the formative years, you need to change these things? This is why to this day, interpunctuation on my end is an absolute nightmare. Also, because people always say, oh, German's dirty dust. You know what? You people have it easy.
Dirty dust. Yeah, fuck you, Fairman. Dirty
dust. You know what? That is the thing. We don't have dirty dust. We have dirty dust. Then we have den, das, und das. We have.
Was ist das, Fairman?
Because we have a das.
Can we, I would like to point out that Fairman was so caught up in this.
He spurred it out, yeah.
He said und instead of and.
Yes.
Yes, because und is and in German, yes.
Yeah, but you know, we have das, which is a variation of this. We have this one in 4 different variants. One with 1s, one with 2s, one with an SZ, which is basically a retarded B. And then there's a 4th one, which I do not know yet, because that one luckily came after I went to school.
What's this? Barbarian $25 say, pray for me, Kibs. I'm building my first house in Valheim. and I hear a swamp mosquito outside. Do not go outside. Just stay in the building. Wait, no. What tier of armor do you have? What biome?
No,
what biome of armor?
The thing is, if he's near a fucking death mosquito, unironically,
you might want to move your house.
Well, no. The thing is, how you deal with death mosquitoes.
Ranged weapons.
That is actually what they're called. No, there's another way. You dodge their lunge, and then you melee them.
Yeah, if you can dodge the lunge, you should be able to basically attack them. That's also true.
Oh,
I normally
God,
just shoot them from afar.
See, Hanse, you should have seen this earlier in, when we played Sons of the Forest. We were raided, and I was just not going for melee. I was point blank shooting people in the face with arrows.
He was just walking. Okay, so Fairman being the big skilled player he is, gets out a bow and Songs of the Forest in the earlier stream today. And all he does is just go up to the monsters and mutants and just shoots them point blank in the head, like pew, pew, pew.
And one of them
just
I
kept
got
doing
mid-air.
that.
The guy was at our fucking
God.
food reserve, and I was just yelling at him, running to him. He jumps down, and I hit him mid-air, and I was so proud of myself.
He was. He boasted. God damn it, I got turned around by scratching my eye.
Meanwhile, then I tried to hit Kibs, and I missed him 10 times.
Yes, Mute Grab. Common Core was made for people that had trouble understanding proper math.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is, because you would have to be retaught it anyway, it was a fucking waste of time and effort. And the funny part is, it was actually made by people that really understood math and wanted to make a very simple math system. The issue is, it's so simple, it can literally only be used for simple things.
Yes.
See, my opinion on common...
The system itself, Common Core Math, at least as the lattice structure and all that stuff, like, it'll solve any equation in a heartbeat without a problem. And I think Chinese people are also taught like something similar to it.
Japanese have something similar. But here's the issue with it.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
only whole numbers.
I know because I fucking learned it then.
Yes, but you're a cripple.
It's not only whole numbers, but it also doesn't teach you how to deal with problem solving. That's the big problem. Is so when it came to problem solving math puzzles and questions, they were extremely difficult to solve because the equation you were taught, the lattice structure, doesn't work with problem solving. It just, you put the numbers into the boxes and then you do simple addition, or was it multiplication or addition, I think? I don't remember. I can't remember how to do it.
Alright, Kibs, that is all
and
fine
it solves
and dandy,
itself.
Kibs, there's one important thing. What is 8 times 8?
Fairman, kill yourself. I can't
really
do math on the fly. Don't talk to me.
That one specifically is really fucking easy to remember.
8 times 10 is 80, so minus 16, it would be 60 something.
No. There is a very easy rhyme to remember.
Ooh, that explodes.
No, Hanse, shut up. He was getting there. Don't ruin this.
But he's being a retard.
He interrupted my chain of thought. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, no,
it's simple.
I'm gonna blame Kibs.
8 times 8 is on the floor. Pick it up.
Goodbye,
it's
Indio.
64.
Oh.
I'm letting you off the hook here because Hanse legitimately torpedoed your attempt there.
He did. I was actually trying to do it.
Yeah, and
Hands
he was
to catch up. Yep, catch up. Feel bad. Catch up.
What were you about to say? 62?
Something like that. It was. I said 60, and I was gonna like, okay, so 2
but I
and
think
8
I
minus
said
10
that
would be that. I was doing deductive or not deductive, but I was like, I deduced from that like if 8 times 10 is 80. Then 2 less 8s is all you'd have to worry about. And what's 8 plus 8? 16. So from that, you deduct 18 off of 80. Or subtract. Yeah. And then there you'd get your answer. And so the answer was 62.
Nope, wrong.
No, the answer was 62 from what I just...
No. Yeah, but that is wrong.
I'm not talking to you.
It's 64.
Oh, I stopped doing the math, Fairman, so I just went with whatever you said.
Yeah, I know, but it's still funny.
But that is how I was going to get the answer to the equation.
Yeah, no, that was... See, I have the advantage because over here you were kind of...
Which is not the best way to do math, but it is
over
my
here,
way.
The small 1 by 1, 1 times 1, you needed to kind of learn on top of your head. The worst one was the 7. 7 times 7.
Oh, I died instantly. Damn. He's a chunky boy.
Now comes the worst one. What is 1 times 1?
It sucks I'm finding Common Core and epilepsy. I'm sorry, no R. I had epilepsy for a good while of my life when I was but a wee lad. Epilepsy sucks.
Oh my god, I just realized the worst thing is people send you math questions where super chat, you have to answer them.
Our epilepsy is slightly hereditary and it's part of a growing thing. So once I grew as my brain grew, my epileptic seizures stopped.
Hey, Hanse! What's 6 times 6?
If I remember right, what is that, 36?
Yeah! Hey, Kibs, what's 1 times 1?
1. November.
Oh! You know what, genuinely, I thought you would say 2.
Why?
But that is a because that
anything
is a,
times 1 is always the same number.
Yes, but this is
because
a
it's
small
times. So multiply by.
This is a mistake I've seen people do sometimes, where they just mix this one up with 1 plus 1. I do not know why
I'm
some
not an
people do that.
idiot. I just don't. I'm not really good at math.
That's not even. That's not even about being. That's not even something that's about being an idiot. That is about just
Like
not
I'm getting
listening or
annoyed.
something. Good. Good. You're doing math properly if you're getting annoyed.
Show them fury.
Oh, it's a hurry.
That's what I said.
Well, I just reached a new level of being a fucking bum.
Night motorcyclist. Dividing by 0 is easy because the answer is undefined.
Death. So the answer is death.
Well, no. The actual technical answer is undefined.
Almost died. If I was taught lattice as well, I still can do basic math problems like word problems. Need logic to solve, which as a woman you lack. You little racist. He's like, oh,
did you guys have, we called this text quests?
You don't count, Holznader. Also, you haven't been loyal enough to me to earn any sort of respect, trader.
Did you guys have to do those little math questions that were literally just worded, never written out in numbers,
yeah,
but
like
only in text?
if Betty has 6 pies and Amy takes 2, then how many pies does
yes,
Betty have?
The answer is yes, Fairburn.
It's like, she has 4 pies left. Like, why are you asking me this? It's like, does your brain work? Does your brain?
See, I never understood why we had to do this, but when I older I got, because it's about text understanding.
It's about comprehension.
Yep. But the problem was we had, and then you had to answer this in 2 sentences. She has 4 apples. What else do you want me to say? That's just 1 sentence.
She has, and then you put a period.
No, the thing they were actually asking you to do is just explain out. Well, if they have this much and she has that much, then you have this much left.
So we just found out Fairbear was dumb. Fairbear's stupid.
Oh, I actually failed one very important math test, literally out of spite, because the teacher was just going, yeah, but you didn't wrote the money symbol afterwards, so I'm gonna fail you the entire thing. Because the calculations were correct, but I didn't wrote, back then it was D-Mark, it was we had before the euro. And so he completely failed me. But guess what? It didn't work out for him. Because I told my father that I failed, and he was just calling him. And I was just, yeah, no, this is just not acceptable. He was fine with me getting deducted some points for not filling out the thing, but completely failing you just because you didn't write down because the calculations were correct.
I always get annoyed with teachers that try to pull that.
Yeah.
Where it's like you get literally nothing. It's like, no, like there's stuff there.
Yep. This is why I say, even if he would have said I'm gonna deduct 1 point per thing, because awesome, that would be fine, because be more careful, but completely failing you 0 points? That is just unfair.
Also, it legitimately doesn't even encourage you to fix the problem.
Oh yeah, no. Because it was, okay, fine, I forgot to put an thing. If I would have forgotten an important thing for the equation, yeah, fine, but nah. And even then, if you see the kid, let's say, I forget to put the little dot you need to put between the little every 3 steps. And then you say, okay, I'm gonna deduct 2 points for form, but I'm not gonna fail you. But some teachers are like that.
I remember some professors from college that it's like, I'm sorry, but you didn't have it in the right notation, because I like to do engineering notation, which is only you denote every 3 sig figs. So you would do like to the 3rd, to the 6th, to the 9. stuff like that. But there it's like, no, you have to do times 10 to the 7th. So I'm going to say that you didn't answer it correctly. And it's like, I just told her, it's like, no. Like, you can take points off, but I'm not going to change.
Yeah. See, I had a similar thing where, because I didn't write down...
those words behind.
Because I only wrote in the result, which was correct, by the way. I still got points deducted. I was not happy with this, but after that teacher sat down and explained to me why they deducted points, I was going, okay, you know what? Fine. And we also came to a compromise. She didn't deduct as much points, because she could see, yeah, okay. But I still lost some points, which honestly, that is, I think, is okay, because, okay, Kid made a mistake there. And I could prove that...
fun, says Holznator for $2. Thank you for the donation, you little slut. He's like, oh, okay, I got called a slut again. Okay.
Honestly, I always enjoyed the history most. Too bad I tended to fuck my test up on that one, because I got the numbers always wrong, the dates and stuff. I know what happened, but I didn't know when exactly it happened. I don't know.
Oh, whoops, wrong ammo. Or
I have to
weapon.
say, kind of a waste.
Luckily, one of our history teachers had the thing where if you could give more info on an event than was necessary, let's say he asked when was Hiroshima bombing, just as an example, you can give some additional information, you would get bonus points for that. If you, for example, forget when that was, but you could tell a lot of around stuff, you would still get a decent amount of points. Not the full ones, but... And I think that is good, because that encourages you to put in a little bit of extra effort, because I don't know the date, but I know a lot more stuff around it.
Oh god, you didn't grab him.
Kib's not gonna die. I was about to do the thing if you die. Bonk. That orc is trying to take cover. That was...
No, that was a pathing bug.
He got stuck.
It looked like he was trying to take cover.
No, he was trying to turn.
Remember dates is for Spurgs? You're a Spurg. He's like, yeah! Well, so they're just constantly being attacked.
See, Holsteinator, while I agree, remembering what happened is probably more important than when it happened. But you should probably try to at least remember when certain events happened. And that's someone that is very, for me, that's someone that's very bad and when events happen. Even if I care. I mean, I barely remember when D-Day was. What was it, 6th of June? Or was it July?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Draconis being wrong. I see no R is triggered, and I'm trying to figure out what triggered him. It's Draconis, isn't it? It's always Draconis.
Speaking of, when are we gonna get the DNN emote?
Let's get out of here.
The copium one is next. I'm gonna see if YouTube is updated so that I can actually add another emoji. Alright, chat. It's time to check to see if we can put up the emoji you guys paid for. 1 second.
Thanks, Marine.
No, I pressed sign out of Windows. God, I fucking hate when I do that. I clicked the wrong button. No, cancel.
Alright, Hanse, I have a very important question.
Retarded Kib. Here, watch this instead. Ooh.
You know what, might as well ask Kibs about.
What do you want? I'm miserable now because I just fucking out and closed everything.
Yes, and I'm gonna give you an option to make my increase my misery. More salt or not?
For what?
For my food. I can't decide. I don't know how this one tastes. I just want a reason to if I make too much.
They're adding an international market to Hearts of Iron.
Really? Finally?
I don't know if they're gonna actually add currency to the game. You're looking to use currency. Alright, so I was trying to add chat's emoji. Hold on, chat.
Oh god.
I'm gonna update your emoji soon, so you'll have new emojis soon, maybe.
The currency thing is so nice in Old World Blues.
Yes. See, the thing is, Hearts of Iron with no currency just triggers the shit out of me. It's like they used money. Money mattered.
Of course, oh, you have overproduction of old weapons. Guess what you can do now? You can just sell them. And some shithole minor nation probably gonna be happy to get outdated German equipment because it's cheap and they're gonna get a lot of it. Or American equipment, but you know what I mean.
Alright, so let's see. Come on, YouTube. YouTube is being retarded again, chat. So you know why I gifted you guys 10 memberships? It wasn't out of the kindness of my heart, sadly. Because I don't have free spending money right now. I did it because by the time it updated last time that you guys had gifted the membership requisite in order to get you guys the emoji you were trying to raise for, it had already enough time had passed to be like, you don't have the member count. I'm stuttering because I'm mad. You don't have the member count required. And so that is why I threw more fucking memberships at the thing. Oh god, I'm about ready to have an aneurysm. I think it did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
Oh my god, I am so very, 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 very triggered right now. You have absolutely no idea. You know what? This is the last time I ever do this in my entire life. Don't want to hear myself in the past. I hate my own voice. Let's see. We need to press this button.
Honestly, that's a good thing, Kibs.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd be a narcissist if I liked it. But it still annoys me. Alright, so let's see. Well, chat. Ooh, I do it out of love. I do it out of love for you, chat. We're gonna get that emoji. There goes all Kibs' free spending money for the foreseeable future. But I promised you would get it. And I will not allow YouTube to keep fucking me over. There. We're getting it. We're getting that emoji. Come on. Water. That's the last emoji I ever promised, by the way. I'm having a bout of depression, just like the one I used to know.
His name was Kibs, depressed. Kibs sad.
Customizable default perks. Just have to wait. For it to register all of this.
Ow, I got my finger. Got hot rice on my finger.
Barbarian's Restaurant, $10 say, I killed the mosquito outside my house. Shirtless and unafraid. Then 6 more came from the swamp and bent me over a large rock and took their turns. All around me.
So they turned you into Star Wars.
My god, there are people getting memberships that I don't think are normally ever here. But they are receiving them, so very good. Can I...
a little bit off.
I did something. I'm going to have to dig out more mun-buns out of a closet somewhere. Alright, so let's see. I will not let YouTube continue to fuck chat over out of something I promised they would have. Despite YouTube's incompetence, I will bear the burden, so be it. Wait a minute. I'm about ready to have an aneurysm. Don't do this to me.
Did you have to spend money you could have saved?
I always spend money that I could have saved.
No, I mean in terms of did you make a mistake?
I made a miscalculation. YouTube is far crueler than I anticipated. Even with my generous gift to bucket fishies, I've still been fucked by YouTube. Oh.
Welcome to being an independent YouTube creator.
Oh, YouTube, why do you do that? It listed it as like, you need this many more members to give chat the emoji. And it's like, okay. So I reached the goal. We exceeded the goal. Guess what happened? It's like, okay, that's not enough though. That was for the previous emoji that you've already unlocked. You need 40 more members. And I'm like,
oh,
yep. I'm like, I can't do that again.
It doesn't take all time, it just takes current.
Yep.
Was it the highest?
Be sure to, I'm gonna remind me to tell that to every other content creator we know so that they don't fucking do what we just did. At least if we fucking step in a pile of shit, at least nobody else will. Oh,
That is a nice thing for unionizing that.
Well, chat, enjoy your memberships. It came at a great cost. I'm very depressed now, and I wish I was fucking
What does a membership gives a member again?
It gives them access to emojis. It's just like a nice little thing. That's why I set the membership limit at like $2 or $1. It's as cheap as it possibly could go. I would set it to a penny, but it wouldn't let me do that. I am so very sad. I'm going to probably cry when I go to bed tonight, chat.
Wait, you wanna go to sleep?
No, not going to bed. When
no, I mean
was
in
the
general.
scheduled thing? Oh, fuck. The fucking game crashed too. Oh, God, I'm all fucking mad now. Oh, I'm gonna be salty in the stream now. Oh, I just want to strangle,
Back on it.
No, we already squeezed Draconis' neck. It's turned into a fucking shell.
Yeah, but his neck needs sneezing.
Fair
Yeah.
You
I've spoken a way you can understand.
You speak in artist one more time at me, you son of a bitch, and I'll fucking chop your balls off.
That was
He's like, but my balls are very delicate. It's like, well, they're gonna buy tenderized.
Nah, my balls are not delicate. They used
Don't
to abuse.
say that they're not. That's just weird, fair bear.
If they used to abuse.
Right. The more we learn about Fairman, the more we'll want him to die.
Listen, I could go further into this joke, but you're probably just not gonna realize it's a joke and just gonna think I'm serious.
Alright, chat. We're gonna just wrap up the Space Marine stream and we're gonna raid ourselves into the next stream, then we're gonna raid a friend of ours. So, the next stream up is Star Wars Empire at War with the Thrawn's Revenge mod, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I've not actually played that one in a very, 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 very long time in terms of like it being finished, in terms of campaign. So we're gonna pop over there. We'll see you in just a minute. I gotta set up the next stream, so it'll take a second to do. For those that don't join us over there, have a fantastic night as always. And yeah, see you guys in a couple of minutes. So, goodbye.
Bye.